Yes, I worked on Annie, which is coming out in theaters in December. Let me tell you, this is, in my humble opinion, I think it's truly one of the best musicals that I've seen. It is so well done, and the writer-director, Will Gluck, who is just so talented, he directed an incredible movie that not only makes you laugh, not only makes you cry, but you walk out of the theater, singing those songs, feeling good about life, you're feeling good about your family. It was great to be able to be a part of the movie. I was the junior executive to the senior executive, Ange Giannetti, who is a legend. She's like a legendary executive in the business. So the idea that she would allow me to be a part of it, I'm so humbled. And also to work again, with Will Smith and James Lasseter. These guys, I got my start with them. And they're also producing on Annie. And Jamie Foxx does amazing as the new Daddy Warbucks. In the movie, he's called Stax, William Stax. And Quvenzhané Wallis, who starred in Beast of the Southern Wild, she stars as Annie, and she got nominated for an Academy Award in The Beast of the Southern Wild. And let me tell you, in Annie, amazing, right? We got Cameron Diaz, we have Rose Byrne, and the music is just phenomenal. There are a lot of new original songs to go with the classic songs you're familiar with. But this is a movie that I just cannot wait for people to see. I have no doubt that it is going to be a movie for families all across the world. And when they get out of that theater, they're going to be singing those songs. Matter of fact, I think some families are going to go to the theater, they're going to come out, they're going to go right back in because the movie's that good. Unleash the Mules is a project that I'm producing along with Joe Roth, and this is just one of the most inspirational scripts I have ever read. It is based upon a true story about the first blind wrestling team in the world. And this movie, when you read it, it's about a young kid who goes on a hunting trip with his father, and there's an accident, and his father accidentally shoots him. And that's what causes his blindness. And that creates a rift in the family that unfortunately has not been able to be repaired. But there's a coach at the high school he goes to that starts a wrestling team, and he does it for the blind students that are a part of that high school. And the young kid who got injured is the lead wrestler on that team. He and the coach, have a special bond, and he ends up training him. And I'm not going to tell you how it ends, but what I can tell you is that there will be no dry eye in the house when this movie happens. And Ashton Kutcher is attached to be involved with the movie. He's going to play the coach, and we're in the process right now of landing the right director. And it's just a great inspirational story. And it's funny, one of the tags, that tagline is like, we wrestle by faith, not by sight. And I'm really excited when that movie gets put together and ultimately when it comes to the world. I was so excited as a studio executive to oversee the movie Heaven is for Real, which has just been an incredible success. No one knew this movie was going to go on to do almost $100 million worldwide, and it has touched lives all around the world. What's so fascinating is we get calls about people who are at death's door, almost close to taking their last breath, and the people around them call our office to say, can you get us a copy of Heaven is for Real? We want to show it to our loved one before they pass. Now, I love box office and all that's great, but when people reach out to you for stuff like that, where in last moments of life, a piece of content you help bring to the world is what they want to see to help give them peace in a moment when it's needed, that to me is what this is all about. And my goal is to, we're talking about how to do a follow-up to Heaven is for Real, and, talk about figuring out what the right story might be. So stay tuned. That story, and the fascination with heaven is not over. And there's some other ideas that we're kicking around that we think could be, a worthy follow-up to such an incredible story.